How's it going, YouTube? Pastor Sits here, back to another PSA return video. So, huge order of One Piece. Actually, taking advantage of the TCG special that they were running. Actually, I think they were running that like the last few months, but weirdly enough, for the month of September, they're just doing Pokemon. So, I'm kind of in a holding pattern on. I guess it's only $1 more, but if you're grading like 100 cards, you're saving $100 in grading fees between, $13.99 and $14.99. That's pretty nice. So first off, we have, I broke one of my rules and ordered a bunch of cards that I was missing from my collection, as I'm putting together the alt art sets of every single One Piece release. So far I've got 1 and 2 done. I'm working on 3. I have a couple left. I actually bought the last 2 cards that I was missing from OP03, 2 of the Katakuris, the leader and the what was it, the leader and the special alt art, the secret alt art, and both of them not gradable. I got PSA 9s on them actually, but I missed a little white tick on it. But anyway, Magellan, PSA 10. Nice to see that. Needed that for the collection. Odin, leader. I pulled like 3 of these out of EB01. Crazy. But PSA 10 for that. Then we have Cavendish, which I think a lot of these are duplicates that I don't need for my set. So a lot of this stuff is going to be going up in the store. We have a lot of super pre-release items. I bought like 4 or 5 Straw Hat sets and a couple of the 7 Warlords. I've yet to... The only one I need to work on actually is the purple set, the Animal Kingdom one. But we got Chopper there. He seems to sell pretty well. Most of these I've put up on my store for like, $20-25 for most of the items. And then the super rares and Nami and stuff uses a little bit more. Another Chopper. Brook, very nice one there. I think down the road, the super pre-release, I feel like these are going to be thought of as first editions. I do say that, and so I'm kind of hoarding a lot of those super pre-release, but I decided to open up 2 out of the 4 that I bought, and I sent away to PSA to get graded. So yeah. Weirdly enough, it seems like Sanji does not do well at all. Like, is he really like not liked in the anime and manga, or like what's up with that? Like, I mean, I get it. He's not like, I don't know. It just seems like he doesn't sell very well, I guess. I kind of always liked his character, except for the whole fact with like going silly, stupid over women all the time. Maybe that just annoys people. I don't know. But goodness, how do you get these out of here? All right, so we got a lot of cards here to go through. Let me just put this back here, and this will go here. And I can't believe I did not knock down my camera. So we got some more super pre-release stuff here. We got a Frankie. Got a 10 on that. Another Frankie 10. I like Frankie. I feel like where I'm at in the show, Frankie hasn't showed up that much. Sometimes it's weird. There'll be like a lot of lulls where like characters just don't show up for a while. It's kind of weird. PSA 10. Got another 10. Nico Robin. And another Frankie. So cool. Got some Boa here. I feel like from 7 Warlords to the Sea, the only ones worth grading are the leader, the supers, and Boa. Maybe like Dracul Mihawk. But since that card is so playable right now, it almost makes sense just to move it that way. We got Usopp. We got a super here of Crocodile. Very nice. And then another super from the set. Unfortunately, a 9 here. I wonder what's up with that. So, our first 9. But then we did bring it back with another 10. So, that's good. Got a 10 of that. Then Usopp. PSA 10. Frankie. A lot of duplicates. Sorry, very boring in that regard. Got Jinbei 10, Jinbei 10, and Frankie 10. So I did 2 starter deck sets, as I was saying. So that means there's, you know, like 8 of pretty much everything except the supers will be 4 of those, of Luffy and Zoro. And I think is kind of what I did. And then Brook would only be 4 as well, because there's only 2 of him in a starter deck. So we got Hayori, Odin's wife, yes. PSA 10, very nice. Got a Boa Hancock from the pre-release. Okay, I guess I did send some Draco Mihawk over. Okay. Very nice. PSA 10. Then we got a Zoro here. That's super rare from the set. Very nice card. I really like the supers in it. I think it's cool they do that. Usopp 10. We got Hannibal, which I think I needed him for my PSA set. I actually just turned in set registry request for OPO 3, OPO 4, and OPO 5. I'm going to do that with OPO 6, OPO 7, and EBO 1 pretty soon, and OPO 8. But I can't actually do it for OPO 8 until I get cards graded. And then, because when you request a set for the registry through PSA, you have to put in 5 cert numbers of cards that are in that set, and I don't have any. So we got Brook, very playable card too, staple in Rob Lucci decks, I guess. Which, man, Rob Lucci decks, those are like the one deck that I cannot do well against. They just, oh my goodness, when they get to the 8 Dawn and do the whole Gecko Moria thing, they just flood the board with like 4 cards in one turn. I'm like, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. Bello Betty, PSA 10. I think I needed that. Got a Khalifa here, PSA 10. Miss All Day Sunday. Last time I graded one of these, it was a 9. So happy to get a 10 here. That's very cool. We got a Boa 9. Interesting. Wonder what's up with that. Okay, then we got another Jackal Mihawk, which I think there's only 2 of him in this set. So Viola, her, I think she's in a lot of decks, so I think a lot of people are playing her. On play, choose one, look at all your opponent's life cards and place them back. Yeah, that's pretty good. Turn all your life cards face down, which that doesn't really help me as a Katakuri player, but I also play a Nell sometimes. Nice here, Kid and Killer, PSA 10. But the other thing is pretty nice. So look at all their life cards, and then you can place them in any order you want. Nice one here, Crocodile. This is the Altar version of the leader. So if you get the Straw Hat deck, this is the only card in each of the starter decks that actually has an alternate. Like if you bought a starter deck that wasn't super pre-release, the image looks different. So got another Viola here. Oh, we have a couple more. Jewelry Boney, PSA 10. I'll start putting 10s here. Nice Luffy. I needed this for OPO 6. A lot of these were cards I picked up at the National, actually, from one seller. So we got Law. I forgot I graded a bunch of these Law cards. Very cool. Law is one of my favorite characters in the series. I probably say that every time, but it's true. Luffy. PSA 10. Super, very playable card. So I think this is going to, like, long-term, very iconic card because it's played in, like, every single red deck, it seems. But nice rush. And they can't activate blocker when it has two Dawns. So, okay, Zoro. PSA 10. Then we got another Zoro. And then here's one of the big dogs. Nice. Leader, Altart. Luffy. Sick, classic. One of my favorite leader cards. The only one I'm missing is Kaido. I need to get that at some point. Another super pre-release. Super of Luffy and another Luffy. And looks like I've got another 9 of Boa. That's interesting. 2 9s of her. Very odd. Law. PSA 10. And another Law. PSA 10. And then we got Luffy. Leader. So we're 3 for 3 on the leaders. That's pretty cool. And another Zoro. Nice. And then Croc. 10. Alright, so one more box. Yeah, this takes a while to go through all this stuff. So this is actually my only order at PSA. Like, I don't think I'm going to be submitting one for a while. So, I don't know what I'm going to do for videos. I do have a bunch of stuff to submit. I feel like I don't have enough of it to submit it. But it's all about, in my opinion, you know, a lot of people send one card to PSA. Like, if you're not going to resell a card right then and there, there's really no sense in, like, you know, take your time with it. Save yourself some money. You know, put a big order together. However, you know, especially if you're just getting a card for your collection, you know, wait for specials. Those are great ways to save money, especially with this economy and the way things are going. Everything kind of is going up in price. I honestly thought sports cards and everything would come back down in price, but sports cards especially, like, they're overproducing them and they're still selling for a lot. Ooh, got a Jimmy 9. That's interesting. Okay, well, that'll happen. The 9s I'll probably just put out there for like $14.99. Try to get my grading costs back. I mean, my grading cost is like $13.99 a card. So people ask me that all the time. They're like, that card's worth $2 and, you know, you're selling it for, you know, $20. I'm like, well, it's a $2 card plus grading fees are $14. My eBay fees and my time getting cards graded, so you don't have to. I mean, you're more than welcome to send your card to PSA and get it graded yourself if you don't want to, or you can buy mine for $25. So, you know, choice is yours. PSA 10. But it's weird to me that people complain about that stuff. Like, that's a $2 card. Why are you selling it for $25? Well, I just told you. Nami. So we're into some Namis here. So most of this is probably going to be all starter deck stuff. Leftover, I think we got through most of the EBO1. That was from my case opening. I didn't grade all of the ones in it, just ones I thought that were nice. There's a lot in EBO1. That's kind of where I'm at in grading One Piece now. Like, we're in set 8. There's so many cards in set 8 that I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm committed at this point to get the Master Altart set of every set, so might as well just keep doing it. What the heck? What else am I collecting? All right, we got a Law here short print. Very nice from OPO4. It's very cool. So it's actually the Law from OPO1, but short print. Like, I do like those. I feel like the most recent set, OPO8, it just has some phenomenal short prints. Phenomenal ones. Like, every one of them, Tashigi, meh, but all of them are just awesome. Like, the Queen card. The Gecko Moria, I feel like it could have been the 8-drop. Like, I don't know. But I'm sure that's going to get reprinted in PRBO1. So, but that would have been a good card. But I think a lot of people, it's actually a starter deck card, I believe. And I think actually a lot of people are playing it in blue decks. And then in OPO9, apparently the Dofi from OPO1 gets really good. Gets a lot of support. I mean, he's actually pretty good right now. But apparently he gets some support. I don't know if that Gecko Moria is a staple in that. But I think it might be one of those cards like when you drop it, you get to put another card. Or maybe it works with the Jinbei where the super rare from OPO7 maybe. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I need to start playing other decks. Like, all I play is yellow, and I feel like you learn other decks better when you play other. I used to kind of play Law. I used to play some green decks. The one deck I've never really played is black, and I probably should because especially Priorata Nami OPO9. That kind of sucks. But and another 9. Jeez, last time I submitted 10 of these, I got all 10s. But yeah, I really feel like I need to start playing some black just to learn the decks, because it's just like, You always have like the 8 drop turn, and are they going to drop show? If you have more than 6 cards, you have to trash 2 cards or whatever that is. I can't remember. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I know it's something like that. So I'm like, all right, if I have stuff on the field, they're going to drop Moria on me. Actually, the show might be a 7 drop. I can't recall. But so yeah, PSA 10. So you kind of have to be wary of those things. These are really nice. I like this, the 1000 Sunny. These sell really well. There's only 2 per set, so I only got 4 of them in this. And looks like each of them are doing pretty good grade-wise. And I just noticed that 10 goes there. That 10 goes here. And these are all 9s, right? Okay, cool. So we got Brooke again. Kiros, the one-legged warrior, and Toy Soldier. Another 9. What's going on with Nami? What's up with this grader? PSA 10. I get so spoiled on One Piece. I have to admit, with OP08, really look at your cards, because the tops of them, I had to clean off all of my OP08 cards before I put them into card savers to get them ready for submission in the coming months. All the cards, I had to wipe it off because it almost looked like they used like a dull razor or something like that. And that's kind of the first time I've really seen that. I know people have said that to me before, that, you know, what's going on with the cuts, but I hadn't really experienced it. What's up with this? Nami 9? Are you kidding me? But that's the first time I really noticed it. And like every one of the alt arts and leader alt arts was pretty much that way. So I had to take a microfiber cloth, this right here, and clean off each one. So there was actually a couple that were cut so bad it looked like a little bit of edge wear. I didn't want to submit them. Usopp 10, but I think I snuck some of those in. We'll see. Whoa, first chopper 9. Yeah. PSA 10. PSA 10. Okay. PSA 10. Nice. So just this stack of 9s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 9s, and then all of these 10s over here out of like, well, how many cards was this? So not a bad submission. I'm not going to complain about that. It was 106 items, so still around 90-some%, which is pretty good. So not going to be upset about that. But anyways, bunch of these will be in the store pretty soon. If anybody's interested, check them out. Other than that, I will see y'all in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Bye.